The morphing of North Bali Airport. What does that mean? Stay tuned and find out. The airport is going to be a number of different things now. And Bali SARBAGITA contributes 65.96% of Bali's total economy. And so now we have some numbers behind the push to develop the economy in other parts of Bali other than just down in the south tourist area. Stay tuned for details on these and other stories. Selamat pagi. Welcome to the latest news from Bali in Indonesia. This is November 22nd, 2024, and my name is Bruce. And what is the weather like today? A little hazy. It is 30.4 degrees Celsius, 77% humidity, and wind speed 12.4 kilometers per hour. And still no rain up here, at least in the kampung. It is still dry despite having a lot of clouds over the last few days, but no rain to come along with it. And so the rainy season has not yet come here. And I'm back. I've been gone all week. Well, actually, I've been here all week in bed. I have the flu. Still not recovered yet, but at least I'm out of bed today for the first time this week. And that has been unpleasant. And from what I understand, there's other people up here in the north sick with the flu too. So I guess this is going around here. Let's get into the North Bali Airport because, wow, this thing is just going. So is this really going to happen? Let's take a look and see what the latest developments are. BIBU CEO reveals North Bali International Airport is an innovative project with an abrasion restoration concept. That's actually only one small part of this whole article. BIBU Panji Sakti is the initiator of the North Bali International Airport project, is ready to build a magnificent airport above the sea located in Kubutambahan in Buleleng, just down the road from here. This project, which has been planned for almost 9 years, is expected to be an innovative solution in infrastructure development while preserving the environment. Abrasion restoration, a unique concept of airport at sea. President Director of BIBU Panji Sakti, Pak Iwan Erwanto, explained that this project was designed with the concept of abrasion restoration to overcome erosion problems in coastal areas. Actually, we are not just building an airport, we are building three things. Here's the morphing, namely the airport itself, aerocity, and aerotopolis, he said. Yes, three things. And it's going to be an abrasion fence as well. The airport and aerocity will be built on 900 hectares of sea, starting from a distance of 60 meters from the shoreline to 1.5 kilometers out to sea. At sea, he said, we still leave space so that people can continue to mulukat and fishermen can still earn a living there. After 60 meters, then we build the airport, he said. For technical design, Iwan said, there are still two options, namely building it with a floating structure or using piles. The airport also functions as an abrasion barrier. Because this location is eroded every year by 5 to 10 meters, we can be an abrasion fence. In fact, this airport will be the best abrasion fence. In addition, aerocity will support the airport with facilities such as warehousing, hospitals, hotels, and other things. What about the aerotopolis? Aerotopolis, a new city friendly to culture and environment. On land, BIBU will build Aerotopolis, a new city that is part of this large project. On land, he said, we are building a new city that includes housing, schools, hospitals, and various other facilities to support the airport. This sounds very futuristic. We are also committed to not demolishing sacred places. The runway cannot be built in a location that violates cultural values, he said. This concept ensures that respect for sacred sites is maintained. The North Bali Airport project has received support from local traditional figures including Anaka Gungnura Ugrasena, Penglingsir Puri Singaraja. We are trying to follow the commitment and planning concept of PT BIBU Panjisakti. In our opinion, this concept is the most appropriate, he said. He emphasized the importance of the airport's location in the middle of the sea, so there's no shifting of temples. We don't want temples to be moved even one step, he said. He also appreciates the development concept that does not involve buying and selling community land. So how are they going to build the aerotopolis without buying community land? He said there's no land sale or purchase at aerotopolis. It's going to be supervised by 13 village heads. This is a commitment to how the purpose of the airport's existence is to improve the welfare of the community. The project is also considered culturally and environmentally friendly and involves local communities in the development process. The local people remain there and are empowered, he said. So this airport's going to be out in the sea. There's going to be an aerocity, aerotopolis. What about connecting North and South Bali? To make access to the airport easy, the government has prepared infrastructure such as toll roads and railways. From the airport to Nurai Airport, 60 kilometers away, there'll be a toll road and a train. By car, the travel time will only be about half an hour. The project is expected to bring significant economic impacts to the people of North Bali. So what is this? There's a toll road. Not the toll road, the Gilimanuk Mengwi toll road. This is going to be a different toll road that's going to go from one airport to the other airport. And it's going to cut across Bali over in the center, more or less. And the railway, well, I don't know. I haven't seen any talk about this other than, well, I don't know how many years ago it was, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, there was talk about building a toll road through the center of the island. So if you're going to have a toll road going from airport to airport, that means that's going to have to be built. And, well, you've got mountains there. I'm not sure how that's going to be, who's going to fund it, how long it would take to be built. So there are all these projects here. Sounds good, but is it going to happen? Remember, this is the CEO of the company that is building this, who is putting forth all of these wonderful things: the new airport, the aerocity, the aerotopolis, the toll road, the train. With the aerotopolis concept, new business and job opportunities will be wide open. Now, that would be welcome up here. Ewan added that community land ownership is maintained because development will be carried out through cooperation, not purchase. The land certificates remain the property of the community, and for aerotopolis, there will be cooperation with the surrounding community. That will be interesting to see. The North Bali International Airport project not only focuses on transportation infrastructure, but also provides positive impacts on the environment and society. With the concept of abrasion restoration, cultural sustainability, and full support from the indigenous community, the airport is expected to become a new icon of Bali, as well as a driver of economic and social progress in the North Bali region. So there is a lot there. A lot there. An aerocity, an aerotopolis, hospitals, schools. I'm assuming there's going to be a mall, of course. There's a mall everywhere. And all this is going to be built in the Kubatambahan area. So, questions? Where's the funding coming from? When are they going to start it? Supposedly the airport wants to be operational with one runway by 2027. So we're waiting to see what's going to happen when the president comes back and supposedly is going to do the groundbreaking for this and get it started. And so, wow. If all of this is built, the airport, the aerocity, the aerotopolis, it is going to be a major change in the economy, in the community up here in North Bali. And who's going to land here and all that? Oh, those are details that nobody's really worried about at this point. It's just like, let's build it and they will come. Okay, so one of the driving reasons for this airport is to spread out the economy. And what about that? Let's take a look at that. Uneven development. Bali SARBAGITA economic figures reached 66%, Non-Sarbagita 31.01%. The areas of Denpasar City, Badung Regency, Gianyar, and Tabanan, Sarbagita contribute 65.96% of Bali's total economy, almost two-thirds. On the other hand, Non-Sarbagita areas only contributed 31%. This was stated by the chairman of the Indonesian Hotel and Restaurant Association, PHRI, Pak Chakorda Oka Artha Ardana Sukawati, at the Bank Indonesia Representative Office of Bali Province the other day. This figure reflects the inequality that needs to be considered in Bali's development. Currently, Bali has undergone a major transformation through rapid tourism growth because the Balinese people uphold cultural values, making cultural tourism the main attraction of Bali. I still question that. Is that really why people are coming here? For cultural tourism, or are they coming here to party? Nothing wrong with young people coming to party, but let's be real. Bali is undergoing massive, massive changes. He further said that the acceleration of economic growth would be achieved more quickly with a targeted development strategy according to the advantages of a region. In relation to the strategy to increase economic equality in Bali, he said that all parties must understand the characteristics of Bali's development map as a whole, and the success of developing a particular sector in a region does not necessarily mean it must be replicated in other regions. Good idea. Meanwhile, the head of Bank Indonesia emphasized that although Bali's economy has recovered post-pandemic, the disparity between South Bali Sarbagita and North Non-Sarbagita area is still quite high. To overcome this problem, there are three important synergies that need to be implemented, namely controlling inflation, food self-sufficiency, encouraging digitalization, and empowering the community economy. In line with this, the acting governor of Bali, Bade Mahendra Jaya, highlighted a number of challenges faced by the province of Bali in equitable development, such as the arrangement of tourism support sectors and environmental carrying capacity. Pak Mahendra emphasized the importance of strategic infrastructure, including improving the North-South Bali road network and capital support for MSMEs to improve economic equality and competitiveness through Bali. The former Minister of Tourism and Creative Economy, Pak Sandiaga Uno, well, he's still hanging around. He emphasized that empowering MSMEs in the local communities is the key to strengthening economic equality in Bali. And he's still saying that there is no over-tourism in Bali, despite the fact that we're seeing more and more articles about Bali being over-touristed. And just the other day, there was an article that came out, Fodor's, I think that's how you pronounce it, Fodor, the travel magazine, organization, whatever it is, put Bali on the do not go list because of overdevelopment. Economic equality does not only depend on one sector, but also requires broader economic inclusion, encouraging the participation of women and the younger generation, as well as improving social infrastructure through access to education, are important steps in achieving economic equality, said Pak Sandiaga. Furthermore, Sandiaga said Bali has not experienced over-tourism, right, because the tourism potential in West and East Bali is still quite large. Let's pack some more people in. Therefore, the development of digital-based tourism is considered as one of the keys to accelerating the distribution of tourism throughout the province of Bali. So, there we've got some numbers. Wow, it's even more extreme than I thought. 66% of the economy is based down in that southern region. And the rest, which is up here for one thing, but most of Bali only contributing a third. And so those kind of numbers add to the push to have the airport up here and the aerotopolis and the aerocity, and bringing in more and more people up here and supposedly away from the south. But there's stuff in the south that we don't have up here. And so people that want those things like waves, white sand, you're not going to get them here. The beach clubs and stuff, I guess you could build beach clubs here. Well, certainly you could build beach clubs here. But as the acting governor said, each region is different. You should have a different plan for each region. And one of the things that attracts people to come up here, and it generally, I think, is older people, is this is more traditional still. It's a slower pace of life. We don't have these huge beach clubs. We don't have lots of traffic. We don't have a lot of the crime that you get down in the south with people grabbing phones while you're walking down the street. And so it's just a different quality of life. And so our people that are down in the south at Canggu, for example, or Uluwatu, even at Ubud, are they going to want to come up here? That is one of the questions that you have to think about when you talk about North Bali Airport. Okay, and my voice is going. I'm going to do one more short one, and then that's it for today. After shortcut, Koster designs cheap shuttle bus program, Singaraja-Denpasar. Yes. Okay, more on transportation. Bali gubernatorial candidate number 2, Koster, designed the Singaraja-Denpasar cheap shuttle bus program. According to him, this is to complement the increasingly smooth and improving condition of the Singaraja-Denpasar connecting infrastructure due to the construction of the Singaraja-Mengwi shortcut. Later, after the shortcut is completed, 2.11 in Bangkian Sidam, that's Banjar district in Buleleng, the travel time from Singaraja-Denpasar will only be 1.5 hours. At night, it might be only 1 hour because the road is quiet. So our children who are in Buleleng studying in Denpasar will not need to board anymore. They can they can do a round trip. A shuttle bus will be prepared, he said. He explained that the cheap shuttle bus program will be subsidized by the Bali provincial government so that fares will be cheaper and more affordable, especially for students. For students, the rate should be much cheaper, he stressed. According to the former governor, the cheap shuttle bus fare for students is because it's safer than riding a motorbike. If you ride a motorbike, you could get caught in the rain, not to mention the wind and the risk of accidents. Stuff I worry about when my kids come up here. In addition, the former governor revealed that during his administration, he had made efforts to improve a number of roads in the Buleleng area. If I am re-elected, all unfinished road repairs will be completed, including several damaged village roads, he added. Okay, that is it for the day. My voice is gone. Thanks for viewing. Be kind to someone today. Take care, and I will see you next time when I'm feeling a little better.